Alright, let's jump right into it. It's time to make some stairs. I did go through and do this once already, so I'm going to go to the first floor and we need to change this. So if you could change your dimensions so this fits perfectly, that'd be great. I'll do it with you. So what you need to do is go to Annotate, Aligned, and if you tab through, grab this edge and grab this edge and make sure that says 11:6. If it doesn't, click on this wall and then down here you can change it. And then the height, we did 5:6 I believe last time. Again, so tab to the edge and then tab here. We want that to be 5:9. So go ahead and click 5:9 after you click the wall, and that one down there. Alright, now it's time to make these stairs. Alright, stairs are tricky and can be extremely frustrating, but hopefully this won't be that. So click over in architecture, come on over to stairs, and I've already made this, so we got to make this together. You'll be defaulted onto this 7-inch riser, which is the height of each step, if you want to think of it that way, and then the tread is the part that you actually step on right here. And what we want to do is change this so we get a little more denser staircase. And so when you're in this one, go ahead and hit edit type, and then right here hit duplicate, and we'll call this 8. And since I've already done it, I'm going to leave this 2. You can get rid of the 2 and click OK. And then right here where it says maximum height for the riser, go ahead and change that to 8. Change that to 8, and because this thing's going to be totally enclosed, we're not going to use the closed stringer, we're going to use a carriage, or an open stringer, which they're calling a carriage. It's totally fine. It's just going to put the actual support right underneath the edges of our wonderful stairs. Alright, I don't know why this is so big. Okay, that's much better. Go ahead and click OK. And then let's go ahead and make the stairs right after we do this part. So by default it always just sets your top level to the next level. Well, we don't want that. We actually want it to go to the second floor. So we need 04. So now go up to the top where it says line location and make sure that is on run right. And you'll see how this works. It's going to grab us the right edge, but then move your cursor over to this endpoint of this wall and then slowly drag, and you'll get this nice little hidden line that's showing us this projection line that's showing us that we're going to start right here, so they line up. So you can see how the stairs are being created, and every time you move your cursor it tells you how many risers are being created and then how many still need to be created. So the first thing you want to do is come down to where it says 2 feet 9, so basically we're making 1, 2, 3, 4. Then before we move on, we want to come up here and say left, because we grabbed this edge, but now we're going to come across and grab this edge. So we can see risers 1 to 4 here. We're going to click here and go to 5 feet 6, or when it says 7, so this should be, oh, you can't see it, but it should be 5 feet 6 is going to be, and then you're going to go straight up, and if you just click somewhere way over here, it'll make the remaining 3 risers. And it should say 14 total, right, like that. Perfect. So we've designed it, we've made it, and now you can just go ahead and hit the check. Perfect. You know, this dimension's kind of in the way. You can grab it, kind of put it off to the side like that. Then what I want you to do is grab this wall and actually just drag it all the way until it hits your stair, like that. This thing's a railing, and we actually don't need that. We don't need this railing either. So if you just highlight them, hit the delete button, you can get rid of those. Alright, and then what we're going to put in here is actually the fireplace. So now that I place this, I can click on this and say, alright, create similar, and then finish face exterior, I think is what we want. And it's going to the ceiling. Nope, we want finish face interior. There we go. And I'm just going to follow my stairs all the way back around. It's kind of enclosing the fireplace, so to speak. And then, if you want to see how this looks like, we can actually make what's called a camera view. And right over here, underneath your default views, you can pull this down. This is the quick menu, and you hit camera. And then I'm going to start in the back of this room, about right here. I'm going to click and drag all the way past the house. It's kind of the depth of field, and basically what it's going to do is make a camera view. As soon as I click, I can pull these little anchors, and you can see, look at that, there is our house. And if you put your cursor over your stairs, you can see exactly the stairs we made. So there's our lovely stairs for our house. Alright, so now that that's there, we can go to the second floor. Now we can't see anything, so let's go ahead and grab that underlay. So I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to say first floor, hit apply. Alright, there we go. Now we can see the wall outline. So what I want to do is actually make what's called a floor opening right here for our stairs. Alright, so to do that, I'm going to go right over here to vertical opening, and then you can see you're moving your cursor around. You're like, I want to make an opening here, but I can't grab anything. You actually have to grab the edge of the floor. So I need to bring my cursor all the way to the edge, and if you look down at the very bottom corner, or wait for that little pop-up to show up, it says floor, second floor, 10 inches, perfect, and that's the one we want. So I'm going to click on that. Basically, I'm just going to outline my stairs. So I know my stairs start here. It's the only part that's showing. And I'm just going to outline this. And this part you really don't need to per se, but you know what? We're going to do that. Alright, so now we've made that opening, and I'm going to do a 3D section, my 3D section view, and now you can actually see, if you can't see this, go ahead and grab the section and just push and pull. You can see exactly where that stairs is. You come down, wrap around, and into our house. So that is pretty cool. Alright, so I think this is going to conclude our short little video on stairs.